Alright, welcome to the entire Druid Read podcast. Trying to figure out how well the game runs. I am playing in 2K, and recording in OBS in 2K also, so that's gonna eat into the performance of my system. And I am using mouse and keyboard. I do not own any joystick or yokes on my PC, yet at least. I used to play on Xbox Series X, so hence, wish me luck. You can see the yoke. I have to kind of click one push of a button at a time to steer the airplane. And I think I have low. I'm usually at low or medium settings in 2K. But yeah, let's see what happens. Hopefully this actually provides good footage. And then let's see what we have. The settings. Low end. Let's put them to medium. But yeah, hopefully you actually gain some knowledge from this. As I said, I think this is beneficial. That's the plan at least, because I am really close to the minimum specs, as I said. But yeah, pick your platform, pick your poison, so to say. And if you want to support us, please do so. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and check out our Patreon. We have real benefits, so-called real benefits on top of the more common ones, including not stopping at custom tailor-made episodes and remote guest appearances. In general, the seat here that's now occupied by this lady, our instructor or co-pilot, that's reserved for the remote guests. Your errand, your outcome, your desires will be reflected and promoted in the podcast episodes. And as we fly over the location and talk about the subject you have chosen. So that's a possibility. Go check that out on Patreon. Please, if you may. But going back to the episode now, that is more about performance of my minimum spec PC. I'm gonna refresh your mind. I have a Ryzen R5 2600 non-X variant as a CPU. I have a 1070 GPU, Nvidia 1070 with 8 GB of VRAM. I have 16 GB of actual RAM. That's 2400 MHz, so not that fast. And I am using, or my internet is, I have a SSD. The game is on an SSD, and I'm using or utilizing a fiber internet with cord connection or cable connection, and the upload is 10 megabytes a second and the download is 100 megabytes. Trying to look at the actual detail of the photogrammetry. "17 frames a second. That seems to be the ballpark when we fly over this harbor area. Yep, we're stopped at 17. Maybe the worst one was 16. But 16, 15 actually now. When we look out from the first person view inside the airplane. Yep, so this is, unplayable borderline, I think. Let's so the lowest one was 15. Yes. So let's adjust low. course, I'm trying to keep the same altitude. I did fail in checking that what the altitude was, but it seems that we're about on the same, or in the same height. 26 frames a second. I'm gonna fly over here. So 17 was the thing, or the thing, yeah, the value we got. 25 is the value we have now. RAM at 87. CPU about at 40, 50. 27 frames a second. 28. So we have gained about 10 frames a second. That seems to be the case. Let's open Task Manager. GPU at 89, 79, so it's going back and forth. But I think it's peaking at 90, slightly above 90, but otherwise it's hovering around 80. Yeah, so we have a reference point again. And we lost the frames again, but yeah, 20, 28, 27, 28, down to 25 when it's loading assets back there. There's some updates, significant updates to how the clouds are rendered and simulated. Oh, I can hear the thunder. Let's see what we are up against here. Oh, actually the inside view helps. I think that's Mount Fuji maybe. So we have to gain altitude because Mount Fuji is quite high up. I'm not sure of the actual height of the mountain. Yeah, we're gonna hit the front soon. Or we hit the front just now. "28 frames a second. I think the low setting for a low spec PC works. 31, 30. And because there's a thunderstorm, maybe we have a couple of frames more because it's not, the game is not rendering the distant horizon and such things. We are inside the cloud, so maybe that's the reason. And oh, now we're getting, no? Some of these work, but some don't. I don't know. We're at 7,000 feet, climbing. And yeah, we are steady, I think. There's a lot of lift here. Is it because of the storm? We're gaining altitude really fast. So is it the storm front that... This is something I would... I'm not an expert. I have over 100 something hours, not much, relating to how much I played the 2020 version. But this gain in altitude, we're gaining altitude really fast and not losing velocity. Is that true? Yeah, look at this. So it must be the simulation from the storm front. I have the nose pointing down from the horizon. And we're still gaining altitude really fast. So I guess there's a lift, a simulated lift inside the storm front. Must be, right? Now it calmed down. We're at 9,600 feet. What's the word? I don't know. Angelic, volumetric. The coverage difference. There's some lightning. That's what made the difference. There we have in general the Aokigahara forest, I would think. But yeah, high presets, 15 frames per second. And we're asking a lot from the system. But when we're high up, it's manageable. I think it's playable. GPU is going up to 90, 95, even above 95 sometimes right now. So introducing the weather naturally then asks more from the GPU also. 15 frames a second. RAM at 92. VRAM at 78%. So yeah. .14 frames a second, high preset. I'm gonna leave it at high. Try to see what it looks like. Oh, the lightning. Zoom out, you see the whole beauty of the surrounding of lake. No, sorry, Mount Fuji. It would be nice if I would hover my cursor over these locations also, but it's alright that I kind of have to aim the center of the screen towards the points of interest. Lake Kawaguchi. Maybe, just maybe, they're gonna add an AI into the game, because I think there's some type of AI right now. But yeah, as of right now I'm using ChatGPT's or OpenAI's ChatGPT for Omni, I think. Yeah. Yeah, so what have we learned here? High preset, we have been around 15 frames a second all the time. We're not hitting the limiter, but we are, oh no, well, we have been really close to it. Let's just try ultra for the sake of it. Let's see what happens. If we crash, we crash. Ultra. Yes. Okay, now it's yeah. Now it's working, 8 frames a second, so now it's working, I think. Now we can move the screen still. And 97% on the GPU, 99, 96, 98. Yeah, so now we're asking. Now we're asking. So we're constantly above 90. Oh, now it's gonna crash or something, I don't know. Sorry if I'm crashing here, but... Oh, whoa, this looks really bad when you have 10 frames a second. Oh, mayday. Alright, I think that's the program done. Oh, god damn. Mayday, help. We're rolling. Yes, no. Where are we? What side is up? We're on our roof. Oh, you can actually appreciate you can actually appreciate the wind simulation from our propeller. We are upside down in a forest, and actually the forest really looks better, a lot better than in 2020. And now I'm curious, let's see. Oh, please work. Robust little airplane. Hey, how's your day going? Alright, you seem fine. Disturbingly fine. We're at 8 frames a second, and you can absolutely see that. A Cessna 172 on its roof. High, no, ultra preset with my, oh, it's doing this wiggle. Why it's wiggling here? Why are you wiggling like this? The dude is dancing. High. I'm not sure if the wiggling has to do with whatever or with the fact that we are on a high or ultra preset. I mean, we're walking, we're too far away, but we're walking towards Aokigahara forest here, so. And it looks menacing. Ooh, getting some chills down my spine. But yeah, this is now high preset. Where's the airplane? There it is in the distance. But this is gonna be a really nice aspect of the game. I'm not sure if there are any Japanese wildlife here right now, but oh, all right, that was not intended. What's happening? All right, mayday, mayday. This is bad. Yeah, and it does what I figured it would be doing. So it's, yeah, in the technical alpha we do not have a crash simulation or similar, but here we are, respectfully jumping out and checking out the forest. Medium settings, and it looks like a ordinary forest, so to say. I think it's the sun actually peeking through the sky. Poor airplane is revving on its back. Oh, we have some particle effects here. I forgot, sorry. Blowing into the microphone here, but forgot about the poor co-pilot. Yeah, it was a she. She's alright, it seems. Just chilling there. No problems. But here, yeah, you can actually see. You can actually see the particle effects. Medium settings. There we go. No, sorry, medium settings. Ultra settings on a low spec PC. Just to remind you. Oh, did this earlier also when I put on ultra or high settings. Especially ultra, it starts to dance. It starts to wiggle like this. And I guess it's just the system being absolutely strained to the maximum. So let's put high settings on instead. See if that stops. Maybe. I'm not sure why it does that, but there you go. Aokigahara forest in Japan. My airplane, my Cessna 172 is shouting in the background. Do we get some? No, there's no footprints when we walk. Airplane is somewhere there. I can hear it but cannot see it anymore. And where's Mount Fuji? Can you see Mount Fuji from here? Oh, is it? Can't I walk further? Oh, is it like kind of a maximum where I can walk? So it kind of limits the no? I can walk further. Okay, I thought that there's a maximum what's the word? Distance that I can walk from the airplane. What happens when I go over this crest? Do I fall? No? We're at high settings right now. Is that Mount Fuji? No, that's maybe just mountains near here, near the lake. We can still hear the ATC. So they're at our rescue if we get lost in the forest here.